So happy February, the month of love. Baba's Milan also, next Milan is coming on Valentine's Day, February 14th. And today's Murli is also about love. It's about love and power. And I love the way Baba peeled the layers. He goes little by little, little by little. And I love this word when Baba said, "My children are my world." And I think, I don't know, maybe some of you are physical parents. And when you first became a parent, a mother or a father, I'm sure you must have had that feelings that you will give anything and everything for your child. You would protect, you would sustain, even if you have to sacrifice, but you always do your best for your child. So I really get that feeling. Baba would do anything and everything for us. And especially Brahma Baba in the form of a mother. And Brahma Baba is speaking a lot today in this Murli. So let's see what our mother has got to say for us. A message from our parents today. This Murli was spoken on 18th of January 1988. The theme is equality in love and power. Today, the Almighty Father, who makes you into embodiments of awareness, is looking at his almighty children everywhere, who are embodiments of awareness. As well as today being the day to become merged with Bab Dada in his love, it is also the day to experience a balanced stage of love and power. So how to make my love powerful and not weak? And that's what this whole Murli is about. The day of remembrance is the day of the blessing of equality in both love and power, because the Father in whose awareness you remain lost in love, Father Brahma, is the elevated symbol of equality in both love and power. 1 minute he is extremely loving, and the next minute he's extremely powerful. In love too, with love, he made every child constantly powerful. That is such a powerful stage. He can be so much, his power, his love is that much power that he doesn't, experience or suffer looking at the pain of children, but he's able to bring them up to his level. So that's what he made every child constantly powerful. Out of love, he didn't just attract them towards himself, but with love, he created the Shakti army and made them instruments for service in front of the world. As always being loving, he also taught the lesson of being a destroyer of attachment and of becoming karmatit. Till the end, he gave the children this blessing with the drishti of his eyes. Always be detached and always be loving. That's the balance Baba is wanting us. The more detached we are, the more deeper and powerful our love will be. That's really what Baba is sharing in this whole Murli. Today, children from everywhere in their different forms, in their different relationships, reached Bap Dada in the subtle region to celebrate a meeting with their love and to experience the stage of being equal to the Father. Some arrived there with their intellects, right, sitting there personally in front of Baba, okay, and others with their divine vision. Bap Dada accepted all the children's love and remembrance through their living stage and the stage of being equal, and in return gave and is giving all the children the blessing. May you be equal to Bap Dada. Bap Dada knows that the children have deep love for Father Brahma, Brahma Baba. Whether you took sustenance from the Sakar form or are now taking sustenance from the Avyakt form, he is the senior mother, and children naturally love their mother. Because of this, the Father knows that you remember Mother Brahma a great deal. Especially, I'm sure many of you have had very deep experience or realization during 18 January that just passed. You know, how throughout the day we're just churning and listening and seeing, you know, everything about Brahma Baba. So Baba says, however, the practical form of love is to become equal. To the extent that you have true love in your hearts, accordingly, just as much zeal and enthusiasm in following the Father is visible in the minds of you children. So if our love is true and deep, then we have such deep, deep aim and purpose of being equal to Baba. That zeal and enthusiasm Baba is saying. This alokik love of the alokik mother is not such that it would make you viyogi, means separated. It is love that will make you easy yogis, Raja yogis. That is, it will make you into kings. The alokik mother has alokik attachment, spiritual attachment, wanting every child to become a king. Every child should become a king, not part of the subjects. You know, no mother will want to see her child fail. Many of you can relate to that. No mother would want to see her child fail. And same as Brahma Baba. Baba says, you are those who will create subjects, not those who will become subjects. I missed, I think, one line. Every child should become a king, not part of the subjects. You are those who will create subjects, not those who become subjects. Today, children from everywhere, today the mother and the father had a conversation in the subtle region. The father asked Mother Brahma, what do you especially remember on this day of the love of the children? Baba's asking, all of you also especially remember him, do you not? Each one of you has your own remembrance, and you become lost in that remembrance. It's amazing to see what kind of experiences Baba gives us individually. Same soul, same resource, but every one of us have different experiences. So that's why Baba says, each one of you has your own remembrance, and you become lost in that remembrance. Today becomes a world of special alokik memories. At every step, you especially remember the activities of the Sakar form naturally. You automatically remember the sustenance you had. You remember the attainments. You remember the blessings. So the father also asked Mother Brahma this. Do you know what Brahma said in return? I love this sentence. Baba said, the children are my world. Sansar. The children are my world. Brahma said that at Amrit Vela. He first remembered the children who are equal, the loving children, and the children who are equal. The loving children have the desire and the thought of becoming equal. However, along with the desire and the thought, they don't always have that power. And that is why in becoming equal, they so they don't always have that power, and that is why in becoming equal, they remain behind instead of claiming a number at the front. So there's two types of children, Baba is saying. One is they are loving, but they're not powerful. And because they're not powerful, they're not able to maintain that stage all the time. So Baba says, love brings them that zeal and enthusiasm, but problems sometimes make them weak in having a stage of equality in love and power. Problems keep them distant from making their stage constantly equal. So there is love, but there is no power, right? Because of love, you cannot even forget the Father, and you are true, firm Brahmins. You are not those who are going to move back. You are immortal. So Baba is saying, we are not those who's just going to divorce Baba, let go of the principles just because we couldn't tolerate some problems and we give up easily. And so Baba says, you are not those who are going to move back. You are immortal. You'll stay forever with Baba. It is just that when you see problems, you become a little afraid at that time for a short period. Therefore, you are unable to experience the stage of constant equality in love and power. According to the present time, you have become experienced over a long period in the stage of being knowledgeful, powerful, and successful. You have experienced many times the problems of Maya, of the elements of nature, and of souls. These are not anything new. You are Trikaldarshi. You know the beginning, middle, and end of problems. If we really sit and think about it, we can definitely find the root cause for the problem. And every time the root is within us. Somewhere, something is, we're trying to defend ourselves in that problem. And that's why Baba says, you are Trikaldarshi, means if we really sit and think about it, we would know what caused the problem, currently what is happening, and the end of the problem means how to solve it. Baba says, let alone the question of many cycles, even in the Brahmin life of this cycle, you're not new to understanding with your intellects and to becoming victorious and overcoming a problem and becoming experienced. You have become mature in this too. Even if you are only 1 year old, spiritual age, Baba is saying, you are mature in this experience. You have also been taught the lesson of nothing new. So basically, the whole method of being powerful, Baba is saying, is the deep realization that nothing is really new. Every answers are in me. Every decisions that I've made in the previous cycle is also in me. So Baba is saying, just tapping into that, right? Nothing new. Therefore, according to the present time, do not waste your time in being afraid of problems. Right? In wasting time, your number goes behind. So Mother Brahma said, one type is the especially loving children, and the other type is those who are going to become equal. So one has a very firm aim and a very determined, they're very determined with the purpose that they want to become equal. So they do not compromise in any principles. They don't budge during problems. So that is the second type. And the first type, they have a lot of love, but sometimes they fluctuate, right? Baba says, seeing the two types of children, Baba had the thought that according to the present time, Baba now wants to see the majority of the children in the stage of being close to becoming equal. So Baba wants all to see us in the second type, second category. There are also those with the stage of being equal, but the majority should come close to equality. So seeing the children at Amrit Vela, Baba was wondering the day of the children becoming equal. You were remembering the day of remembrance, and Mother Brahma was remembering the day of becoming equal. We were thinking about the day how Brahma Baba became equal, and Brahma Baba is thinking the day when we will become equal. So both of us were looking at the final stage of each other. Baba says, fulfill this elevated thought. That is, make the day of remembrance into a day of power. This is the practical fruit of love that the mother and father want to see. So I guess Baba just don't want to hear me saying, I love you to him. Baba says, prove it. Practical fruit of love is being equal. This is the elevated fruit of the sustenance and the blessings from the Father. You are the elevated children who show the practical fruit to the mother and father. You were told earlier too that a sign of having deep love is that you cannot bear to see any weakness in the one you love. Right? Mother's love is always a, what do you call, a fort that protects the children. So Baba is telling, therefore now, quickly come close to the stage of being equal. This is the mother's love. At every step, continue to follow the Father. Brahma is the only special soul who has both parts of the mother and the father fixed in the corporeal form. And Mama was there, Mama was the mother, Brahma Baba played the role of father. And because Brahma Baba was a bit official, so many people were sometimes reluctant to go to him, so they'll go to Mama. And then when Mama left body, then Brahma Baba became both the mother and the father. This is why you children definitely remember the double form of the elevated soul who has this unique part, Brahma Baba's unique part. However, the elevated desire of the heart of Brahma, the mother and the father, is that everyone should become equal. Brahma Baba wants us to become like him, like mother, like child. You also have to remember that. Do you understand? The thought of the elevated day of remembrance today is that you become equal. To be equal in your thoughts, in your words, and in relationships and connections means to become powerful. How Brahma Baba would have thought about this, how Brahma Baba would have spoken, responded. Baba's telling, to be like Brahma Baba, to respond like Brahma Baba, Baba says, is to become powerful. No matter how big a problem there may be, by having the awareness of nothing new, you will become powerful. Do not become careless in this. In carelessness too, you use the words nothing new means. And sometimes when we are frustrated with our mistakes or someone else's mistake, and then we say, well, what's new about it? They always do this anyways. Or I always end up making this mistake anyway. So Baba is saying, not in that term, not in that bhavana, to use the word nothing new. However, it is nothing new in being victorious many times. Using this method, constantly continue to achieve success. Acha. Everyone has come to celebrate the Day of Remembrance with a lot of enthusiasm. Right? Even those who have given 3 feet of land have come. I guess someone who have donated their home or physically donated land. Baba says even they have come. You gave 3 feet of land and became the masters of the 3 worlds. And so what was your giving? Baba's telling. If we think we are giving so much to Baba, Baba is saying, well, look what return you are getting. Right? So what was your giving? Nevertheless, you became clever in accumulating charity for service. Therefore, congratulations for your cleverness. You had the power to adopt the method of giving one and receiving 100,000-fold. This is why such powerful souls have been invited on this special day of remembrance. The father had an entertaining chit-chat. The ones who gave places have been especially invited. Those who, I guess, souls, whether they are BKs or cooperative souls, they were invited, for this Milan. The father also gave his place, did he not? Baba is saying. I guess this is just Baba to humble down, Baba's children who think that they have done a lot for Yagya. So this is Baba's way of humbling them down. And Baba says, the Father also gave his place, did he not? The Father's name is also on this list, is it not? Which place did he give? What place Baba gave us? And that too, free of charge. We didn't have to work too hard for it. No one else can give such a place. The Father gave his heart throne. It is such a big place. You know, when you've given your heart to someone, there's nothing else remaining. Nothing else remaining. Baba says, all of these places would be included in that, would they not? Put together all the service places of this land and abroad, and even then, which would be the largest place? Because of living in the old world, you have given buildings of brick, buildings of bricks to Baba. Whereas the Father gave you the throne where you can constantly sit as carefree empress. You didn't have to work hard to win Baba's love, right? Sit as a carefree empress. Even then, importance is automatically given to service, whether it is serving with the place or serving with your stage. So there is a lot of importance given to doing service with the place. There is also a lot of importance of doing service by saying Hanji to someone or even saying you first to someone. Now, service with the place means wherever the center is or whichever place that's being held for service, having programs, having events, bringing people together, giving them experiences. So that is doing service with that place. And then Baba saying that it's also important to say Hanji to someone or you first. That is serving with my stage, with my life. Giving lectures is not the only service, but with the method of doing any type of service, importance is given to serving through thoughts, words, deeds, and even washing dishes. No act is small, no action, no seva is small in Baba's Yagya. Right? Just as someone who gives lectures claims a status, someone who remains yogyukt and in a yukti-yukt stage while washing dishes can also claim an elevated status. That one serves with his lips, and this one serves with his stage. So there is seva in every act and in every opportunity. So at every moment, know the importance of the method of doing service and become great. Understanding what type of service needed to do when, right? Understanding the need of the time. It is impossible for you not to receive the fruit of any type of service. However, the Lord is pleased with the honest heart. When the bestower of blessings is pleased with you, then what would be lacking? If Baba himself is pleased with me, Baba says, what else you need? It is very easy to please the bestower of blessings, the bestower of fortune, the bestower of knowledge, the innocent Father. If God is pleased, you will then be saved from Dharamraj, the judge, and also from Maya. Acha. To all the children everywhere who remain stable in the stage of being equal in love and power, to the lamps of hopes who always fulfill the elevated hopes of the mother and father, to those who know the importance of doing every method of service, to those who always follow the Father at every step, and who show the mother and father the fruit of becoming equal with, with their love and power to all the powerful children who are embodiments of awareness. On this day of power, the Almighty Father's love, remembrance, and namaste. You are experiencing happiness on seeing the attainment of the practical fruit of special service. Are you not? Your future is accumulating anyway. So Baba is saying, any service I do now, I'm definitely depositing for future. But even your present has become elevated. Even my present stage is not ordinary. The attainment of the present time is even more elevated than the attainment of the future, because it is only at this time that you have the knowledge of the experience of attainment and the lack of attainment. So the last line is, there you are not even aware of what a lack of attainment is. So you are not aware of the difference. Whereas here you have the experience of the difference. I guess we would stop here. We are exactly at half the page of the full Murli. So this is beautiful. Baba's Murli. And as Baba was sharing how to make our love powerful and not just ordinary. And Baba gave so many pointers. One is Baba saying, prove to me that your love for me is true and firm and powerful. And Baba says, to become equal. Equal to. Then Baba also said, I love the word, my children, they are my world. So then, do I have Baba as my world, or is my world divided with so many souls? That's one thing we have to check. And then Baba says, no problems can break me away from Baba. I would stay immortal with Baba. I would stay firm in this Brahmin life. And then Baba also have said, every problem will be seen as nothing new, because I know it has come for me it has come to me for me to understand, to solve it, and to become experienced and mature. So Baba says, this way, the word nothing new will make me very powerful. And finally, when we ended the Murli for today, Baba said the highest seed, Baba says, that anyone can give me is what Baba has given. Baba's heart. Dil hi de diya. फिर बाकी और क्या बचा है? When Baba has given his full heart to me, what else is remaining? What else has anyone wants to share? What touched them? Such deep, powerful Murli.
Om Shanti,
Om Shanti.
sister. So, Mother Brahma, would like to see every child becoming a king, not a subject. So, one who creates subject, right? And not one who follows them. So, as we know, Baba wants to see us becoming equal to him, right? So, Baba says true love is provided not just by remembrance, but also becoming equal in love and powerful. So we have to become equal to him in love and powerful so that um, we become equal to Baba. So that's the takeaway for me. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Wonderful. Anyone else wants to share? I can, maybe I can share one. I felt that this Murli was so prompt because, there's just tons of Avyakt Murli. And sometimes I will tell Papa, I'm just going to choose one Murli, and whatever dilemma I'm going through, I want you to answer me through that Murli. So this Murli came at the right on the spot. I just got a call last night, actually today morning, it's early morning for me here. Got a call from Malaysia from my Lokik sister. And she was just sharing about physical mother, Lokik mother, we call her Amma. So Amma's, she used to be like the Iron Lady in our family. So strong and willpower and such great memories. And I guess, seeing her in that, being such a powerful lady, and then now seeing how she's deteriorating mentally and physically and having Alzheimer's. And I guess just sister just went through a deep, uh, she was getting into depression, seeing I can't see her this way. She sent me some videos and she was just crying, 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 like deep yearning type of crying, deep crying. And at that moment, even I felt, a bit, um, uh, I was a bit affected. And then I was just listening to her and whatever she was just sharing, what was going there, because she's physically taking care of mom there in Malaysia. So then I was just sending Sakash to her, but just that the cry, and the pain that the soul was going through and seeing what Amma is going through. So after I kept the phone down, then I just sat with Baba, and then I could feel like some heaviness. Then I said, Baba, but I don't want to take in her pain. I don't want to take in her sorrow. I said, Baba, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to help? How do you want me to process this dilemma? And then right at that time, this Murli came. And I just sat in front of Baba before I went reading the Murli. I said, Baba, you know what I'm currently going through internally, whatever dilemma or turmoil I'm going through. I want you to answer me through this, Murli. I want you to give me a solution. And then the very part when Baba said, Brahma is your mother. And this mother is uplifting you through her love, through his love. And how he's uplifting is for me to be powerful. And how I can be powerful is to see everything as nothing new. And, this whole time I've thought that I've overcome my attachment to Amma. That moment, that call that she made, and seeing, she did a video call and seeing what Amma's going through and seeing what sister's going through. That second, I felt something. And then I went to Baba and I said, Baba, I thought I was over with it. I thought I was detached. But this call made me to realize that there is still something I'm holding. That's why I'm feeling that hurt. And then I said, then that's when I felt Baba was saying, but your real mother is here. That soul is also your service, but your real mother is here. And that just shifted my perspective. And I can't explain to you how easy my chest felt after that. And I just sat with Baba, okay, I'm going to see that soul. That soul is also my service. And when I saw that, I understood Brahma Baba's last stage. He, I mean, his whole journey, seeing through what every child in front of him went through physically, emotionally, mentally, and how he kept his mind still. He was detached. He wasn't don't care, but he had so much love. And because he was detached from their suffering, he was able to tune in his power, his Sakash for them, and he was able to shift them and get the hope. And I understood what Baba meant, what it meant to be equal. Then I said, okay, Baba, so drama has given me this opportunity, presented me this opportunity through them, through Amma and through sister, how I can also learn to detach from that physical blood relationship and able to hold my mind still and able to channel them, that energy, to give them hope. Okay, go on. Whatever is currently happening, we can't change. Go on, go on. And to give them that confidence and that courage. I said, okay, Baba, so you want me to play that role that you played with your children. So you want me to play that role for them. And my real mother is Baba. And that mother is my service. They are my opportunity for me to be like Baba. So for me, this whole Murli brought me into perspectives, made me to understand. So that was what I felt very touched, when Baba said, "But Brahma is your mother, and I am Brahma Baba's world." I read this Murli, every word as personal. When Baba said children, I felt Baba was saying me. So every line I felt personal to me. I took it personal to my heart. So, and thank you for this group for giving me this opportunity to read this Murli.
Yeah, thanks to Baba for for all this, and thanks to you,
Thank you.
sister, for sharing that. And I think the balance of love and power is very important, right, in life, because
Definitely.
love without power makes you weak. People will take advantage of you, and if you are not powerful inside, then you will sit and cry, right? You are going to really affected by that. So that is where Baba is not only teaching us become loveful, but also powerful. So thank you so much, sister, for clarifying that point through your personal experience.
Right.
Yeah, thank
Yeah. It's lately there's been so many deaths happening um, here, and we've been doing a lot of funerals and grieving family members coming to Baba's home, and we sharing gyan and doing meditation. So, and also situations here are getting worse. I believe some of you are reading the news. So the air itself feels heavy, and many people's hearts and minds are very heavy. And we do have a lot of Iranian students, and everyone comes with different stories. So it's just learning. Baba is really, for me personally, I'm just talking for myself. I felt I keep meeting a lot of souls who are going through physical dilemma. Either they've lost their family members to the government, or they've lost their family members to suicide or disease, or they've gone into depression because of finance. I keep meeting many such souls. And then after that, on top, again and again, keep getting calls from Malaysia. This is happening, that is happening, this is happening. So for me now, at this point, I realized Test papers are coming every second. Every second I turn everywhere, whoever I meet, it's a test paper coming. And drama and Baba is really is drilling me. Literally, I'm not even saying teaching, drilling me. Stay focused, stay balanced. You cannot shake. You cannot suffer, absorbing someone else's pain and cry. You cannot be a sponge right now. It's not a time for you to be sponge. You need to be detached. The more detached you can be, the more loving and powerful you can be, and you can guide. But you cannot sit there and feel their pain. I literally feel that every moment right now. So this Murli is a big savior. It has came at the right time to drill this message for me, right? So we will.
Yeah, thank you, sister. That was really powerful. Becoming a sponge where you don't observe or, other man's feeling, right? That's really very important, especially this world. I think it's like you said, every day by day it's getting tightened, right? Because people are
Yes.
settling their karmic accounts one side. So if we are not powerful enough, then we will be attracted towards their feelings, right? So that will also affect our state of mind and, of course, our prasad. So we cannot stay focused.
Right, right. Everything else is secondary.
Yeah.
Everyone else is secondary. Me and Baba has to be first in our life. Me and Baba, you know. And if me and Baba, if our relationship is first above everything else, we can then support everyone else. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I guess I will be going to
Think,
Madhuban this Sunday, February 8th, and I'll be returning on March 1st. We have our International Teachers Retreat every year in February. So I'll be going there. So I'll meet you all again tomorrow for the second half of the Murli. And then I will see all of you again in March. So taking all your love, your remembrance, your blessings. And if you are there going to be in Madhuban for February 14, Bapdada Milan, then do come and see me since I can't see your faces here. But
mhm.
if you do see me in Madhuban, we'd love to say hello to you in person.
Yeah, thank you, sister. So there is some chat in the chat box. So would you
Right.
like to read that, sister? Yeah.
Acha, the message that Kirija Ben sent. Right.
Yeah, I think Kirjaban
Is
is
it-
traveling, so
Oh, I see.
she
Oh, that's
she
why we
sent
were
this.
not
Yeah.
able to hear her bubbly voice.
Yeah.
So today, to experience the balanced stage of love and power, Father Brahma, elevated symbol of love and power. 1 minute, extremely loving, and another moment, extremely powerful. This alokik love of alokik, this alokik love of alokik life, I guess, right? Will not make you yogis. It is love that will make you easy yogis, Raj yogis. It will make you into kings, truly. Baba's love will make us all into kings. Right? Anyone else would like to have a last sharing before we close the meeting? Anything that touched you? If there is none, Then Vijit Bhai, you want to play something for meditation?
Yeah, I think it would be better if you can take us through a short
Okay,
commentary and
a
then take us to
commentary.
Parandam and with our
Okay.
Laukik mother.
Yes, let's join our parents.
Mhm.
They are waiting for us. Okay, so let's sit comfortably. And now let's bring our focus to the center of our forehead. Now let me bring myself to subtle region. And I see Bab Dada in front of me, Shiv Baba in Brahma Baba. And they are shining so brightly. Baba is standing right in front of me with a big smile. And I can feel how happy Baba is to see me. And Baba opens his arms wide. And I run into Baba's arms like a small child. And as Baba embraced me, I feel very safe. I feel nothing else matters in this world at this moment. Now that I have Baba in my life, every moment of my life, I am always being guided. I'm not alone. And this embrace, this hug from Baba reminds me that my real parent is right here in front of me and always waiting for me to come to them. And Baba places his right hand on my head as if Baba's blessing me, that I will always receive everything that I need at the right time. And I will always have abundance, nothing lacking. And Baba says, because I am Baba's world, and Baba will always make me a king. Baba will always treat me like a king, never ordinary, but with so much royalty. And seeing how much respect and regard Baba's giving me makes me to realize I need to give myself the same respect, the same regard, and see myself as valuable as I am to Baba. This is how I can protect myself, by always remembering my self-respect. Thank you, Baba. for teaching me this. Thank you for always holding my hand and to keep going forward. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Venuben. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a wonderful day.